100 years ago, if you had asked me about the humans, I wouldn't be able to tell you much. They were different, but not interesting enough to warrant a proper study. After inducting them into the galactic government and opening some trade routes, we were quite happy to forget about them, thinking they were just another faceless species that would amount to little of significance. We were wrong, of course. Although, that seems to be a recurring theme when it comes to anything involving humans. It began innocuously enough, as these things do. A small disagreement over mining rights on some piss-ass ball of rock in a far-flung system. We had arrived in the system first, but our opponents, the Kicks, are a prideful and stubborn group. There was no way they were going to give up the planet. So, they threatened violence. For countless millennia, we Valiak have been considered the pushovers of the galaxy. We do not partake in any violence if it can be avoided. As a result, we quickly backed off and let the Kicks take the planet. Our economy was powerful enough that it was insignificant in the long term. We let the matter drop, expecting the rest of the galaxy to ignore it, as they usually did when someone else pushed us around. Most of the galaxy did, but the humans didn't. Barely 1 week had passed before a human vessel jumped right into our home system, informing us that we were going to take the planet back as it was rightfully ours. First impressions were quite bad. How dare a young, insignificant species make demands of us? We were one of the oldest species in the galaxy. The captain of the human vessel was quite blunt. That hardly matters if no one respects you, does it? We were outraged, of course. But we all knew the humans spoke the truth. The rest of the galaxy was more than happy to take advantage of our peaceful nature, regardless of how old or respected they were. So reluctantly, we agreed with the humans on the condition that they helped. We brought our best legislators together with the intention of drawing up a trade embargo against the Kicks. But before we could begin, word came in from the system the whole mess had started in. A human naval fleet had destroyed the Kicks mining outpost, claiming it was rightful retribution on our behalf. Initially, we were outraged. This wasn't what we wanted at all. But before we could contact the humans, we received a message from the Kicks government apologizing for their actions and promising never to take advantage of us again. The only way you could describe our reaction was shock. Never before had any species apologized to us for anything. Outrage turned to tentative hope as the humans announced to the galaxy that we were now their allies and pushing us around would have consequences. It wasn't long before someone decided to test the humans. They weren't well known at that point, and no one had bothered to read any human history and see just how violent they could be. After the destruction of the Imperial Chiral fleet over Ralaka 70 years ago, the rest of galaxy started taking the humans seriously. Today, the Valiak and the humans are the closest of allies, although one could say it's not in the traditional sense. The humans have taken us under their wing, as they like to say. They're not even avian. Go figure. So grateful are we, even today, that we have devoted everything to them. Our legislators have secured them the best trade deals and greatly expanded their influence in the galactic economy. In return, they protect and shelter us from those that wish us harm. Never before have we been so happy to make a mistake about a species. Archregent Moir of the Valiak. The author's name and the link to original text is in the description. Consider tapping the thumbs up and pressing the subscribe button if you enjoyed this video.